Just because I'm wearing a tank top doesn't mean I'm lifting weights.
I was just giving credit where credit is due, and that is straight to your biceps. You can take a look at all the guys that Michael just talked about and who I was not fully listening to him.
Triple shimmy. Got him. And Fuentes, it's a grounder behind the back grab by Strowman, but can he get it there in time? Just barely.
We like to call them an egg Sammy here.
Oh, yeah. We definitely don't do that here.
Struck him out.
Paying homage to Tommy Lasorda.
The enthusiasm needs to get higher for that. It's hump day in baseball.
Good morning. Welcome to SP Streamer Live. I'm your host, Michael Simione. You can follow me on Twitter at SP Streamer. It's a good day today. It's Friday. Joe Ross dominated last night as our streamer. And I usually don't like to embarrass myself, but I feel like, hold on one second. Feel like that calls for a little, celebration. Oh, if I could get to it, of course. A little embarrassing dance.
Oh my God, these feelings just begun. Saying things I've never said, doing things I've never done.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't dance well. Not as good as Ellen Adair. Anyway, all right. So Joe Ross did pretty well last night. Worked out awesome for us. He had like 8 Ks, I think. And so we're going to roll through our streaming chart real quick. And then we're going to look into Tony Santillan. And then you guys can enjoy your weekend as well as I will. Hopefully you guys got some awesome plans. So let's start out with the chart. All right. Tony Gonsolin is our pick for today. He gets the Cubs. The Cubs are struggling. I think this is going to be the game where Gonsolin finally does his thing and it works out well. I think he's going to finally get going. He has too much movement, too much of a good arsenal to really not be pitching this well. So I think that's going to be fine. Yesterday we had Frank Amarante on. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm sorry, Frank. And we had him pick between Will Crow and John Lester for us for our pick for today. And he went with John Lester. So there's our pick. Again, I went through this yesterday. Not going to really dive in too much. As for tomorrow, we got Brubaker against St. Louis. They are still struggling. Man, they've been bad. Then you got, again, the White Sox are still struggling too. I do like what Logan Gilbert's doing, but I just, not against that offense. I can't do it. Then Adrian Hauser against Colorado. Again, Colorado on the road, not as good. This WRC plus was higher in the past several days, so they're trending down, so that works. Alex Cobb, decent option against the Rays. Every time I stream him, he doesn't play well, so I'm just not going to touch him. Then you got McClanahan against the Angels. I mean, the strikeout upside's there. Zach Thompson pitching well, but he gets a red-hot Washington. So, again, not the best of options there, so we're not going to roll with that. As for the 27th, so I tweeted out, I think we have like 19 options, which is absurd. So let's roll through this real quick. We'll rank them real quick and figure out who our streamers are. I was kind of looking at it before I start trying to adjust people, but we'll see what happens here. So Ross Stripling, pretty good. Baltimore been struggling. They are better against lefties than righties, so that helps Stripling start right here. And he's been striking out a good amount of hitters. He's 26% owned. I'm going to give this a 7.6. And then you got Jake Odorizzi. Look at these last 3 starts from Odorizzi. I'm going to look into him, I think, tomorrow morning, and I'll probably put him in morning read to see how real this is, because this is crazy. This is just wild right here. High K walk, high swing strike, and I mean, Detroit can hit, but if Odorizzi is pitching that well, I feel like you kind of have to roll with it. I'm going to 7.5 for now. It may adjust that based on what I find, but we'll see. Tyler Anderson gets the struggling Cardinals, who continue to struggle. Anderson's pretty good. Not going to get a lot of strikeouts, but good at inducing that weak contact. So we'll give him a 7-4. Man, I feel like I got some high ratings, right? Cole Irvin against the Giants. Irvin's been good, but you don't want this. Giants offense just way too good. I'll give this a 6-8 just because I do like Irvin's skills. Patrick Sandoval, guy's been a beast. He gets the Rays, who have been struggling as well, especially against these lefties. Man, I got to give him a 7-6 too, just because he's been pitching so great lately. I don't know how I'm going to decide. Adbert Alzolay is back, but he gets the Dodgers now. So, maybe that slider would work really well and he'll pitch well, but I just can't do that. I'm going to give him a 6-5. Yarborough's been struggling. I don't think he's this bad, but against the Angels, you don't want any part of that. I'm going to give him a 6-4. I think they need to start using an opener with him. Marco Gonzalez gets the White Sox. I know they're struggling, but they typically hit lefties better. So I'm going to give this 6-4 as well. Skubal against Houston. Something's got to give here. Skubal's been on fire. Houston's been unbelievable. I picked them as my bet the past 2 days, even with giving a run and a half in one of them in the first 5 innings, and it came in. They have like 6 runs by the 3rd inning every game. It's wild. So I just can't do this. I think Skubal might get you strikeouts though. So we're gonna give him a 7, but I can't pick him. Singer against Texas. Singer's been really disappointing. Texas has been bad, but now they're starting to hit a little better. Until I see some improvement from Singer, I can't really trust him. All right. Almost halfway. Well, we're halfway. Almost there. J-App. Yeah, that guy's a mess. You don't want to touch him. I don't even really have to dive into him. Eric Lauer gets the Rockies at home, not in Coors Field, so this could be nice. I'll give him a 6-7 just because the skill set's not that fantastic. Jordan Lyles against the Royals. No, thanks. I'll give him a 6-2. Bump him over here. All right, Sammy Long against Oakland. Sammy Long was really good. Okay start, then really good. So I really do like his stuff. I think he could do okay against Oakland. Again, I think he get you some strikeouts. I'm going to give that a 6-8 as well. Okay. Then we got Eichhoff versus Phillies. The Mets, man, are we depleted? Yeah, not a fan of him. I'll give him 5-9. Eli Morgan against Minnesota. You don't really want part of that. 5-8. Chi. We almost skipped Oviedo here. Oviedo's going against Pitt. He's okay. He's been a little up and down, Oviedo. I looked into him. Wasn't too much of a big fan, but a good matchup, obviously. We'll give him a 6-6, but I'm not so confident in that start. Chi, not a fan, 5-0. And then George Lopez against Toronto. I'm in 5-0 as well, although he randomly pitches well. So, yeah, we know that can happen. All right, so it looks like we're stuck with Stripling and Sandoval. Neither are good for deep or what's it called? Neither qualify for deep leagues. I mean, shallow leagues. No, deep. Gosh, I'm all messed up. It's Friday. So hold on. If anyone has any input between these two and help me pick one of them, please let me know. Deep leagues. Looks like it's Tyler Anderson. 8% against St. Louis. As long as they keep struggling, why the hell not? You know what I mean? All right, so quick recap before we get into Tony Santillan. I hope I'm saying that right. For today, Gonsolin, Lester. Lester really like him because Miami struggles against lefties. Tomorrow, Brubaker, Hauser. Brubaker against St. Louis because they've been struggling. Hauser against Colorado because it's the Rockies on the road. And then the next day, we can't decide between Stripling and Sandoval, so we'll roll out with both of them. And Tyler Anderson against St. Louis. Again, I do need to look into Odorizzi. If I see a lot of stuff I like, I may bump them up there or Stripling and Sandoval, but we'll see. So that's it for the streamers. All right, Santillan. What did he do yesterday? He kind of went crazy, right? We'll go to the bottom of our stream chart here where to show us. Santillan. Okay. 6 innings, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. So that's impressive against Atlanta nonetheless. So what's going on there? Let's look at the start first before overall stuff. So went slider 4-seam heavy, basically a 2-pitch pitcher. That's okay if you have 2 good pitches. Nothing really happened with the four seam. I don't know how it has been in the past. I have yet to really look into him too much, but again, we're about to, so we'll find out. So not much four seam, but 13 whiffs on the slider, 9 cold strikes, and a 46 CSW. That's impressive and very interesting. So 2 pitches here. Obviously, the four seam didn't do much. I wonder if that is typical of him. Let's see if we can look maybe at the illustrator of his chart. Okay, so tries to put the four seams up high, which is good. Obviously, leaves some in the middle. Sliders he likes to put away. Left some over here too. So we'll look a little more into that later. Not bad though. He's trying to go north and south from what it looks like. So yeah, I wonder if. Let's see. So he didn't let up a home run. Looks like he just let up some. No, he did let up a home run somewhere. Oh, right here. It was a changeup. No, it's not rolling. I don't know. They're 2 on top of each other. Let up a single in the middle. That's a good pitch. Okay. Not bad. All right. So let's look at overall here. All right, so on the season now, he's a 3.29 ERA. Oh my lord, that FIP. 6.08 FIP, a bad xERA, bad xFIP, which is odd. His home run per 9 is high already. Interesting. Okay. The BABIP's low. We don't really know what his normal BABIP is yet. I mean, you got to assume, though, it's probably high 2s. The left on base percentage. Not a lot of ground balls. Okay. A lot of walks. That's probably what the issue is right there. 12.5% walk rate. Not good. Strikeout rate's decent. The whip is high because of the walks. This is like, I'm telling you, man, the Cincinnati Reds, this is what they freaking do with their pitchers. They just say, throw on the outside, try and make them chase and walk guys. We don't care. The barrel percentage is really high. That's why the xERA obviously matters. So he's lining up hard contact, I guess, when people are making contact, that is. The swing strike's not that great. The CSW is not that great. The O swing, people aren't really chasing. So even if he's trying to chase, it's not working, which is probably why it's a high walk rate. Yeah. Okay. So nothing great there. I want to look at his game logs. So, okay. So clearly he struck out a lot of people, right? In this start, more than he has in past starts. Look at the K percentage there. He did walk a bunch, obviously. So walks will probably continue to be an issue for him. Pitch type. Okay, so he went to the slider more as opposed to the Padres start. If he goes more slider heavy than fastball heavy, that could be a little interesting there. They did start chasing more yesterday. The swing strike bumped up to 14.4%. So those strikeouts seem pretty legit right there. That slider. If he ups that usage, that's definitely interesting. We'll kind of have to monitor that and see what happens. Just real quick, let's glance at his pitches. Okay, so the four seam gets hit hard. That's the problem pitch. So if he dials that back and goes to the slider, then okay. The changeup's all right too. I wonder if he can mix that in a little bit. 6 mile-an-hour separation, not that great. Slider's good. He's just gotta get people to chase more. I feel like it's hard. So when you have a good slider, it's all about okay. So Savant has it as a curveball. Something's wrong here. Pitch type. They haven't thrown a slider though, so Savant's off. They got to fix this. Something's got to get fixed here. Okay. I wanted to look at location because for really good sliders, it's all about location. But obviously something's wrong here. I don't know what's going on here. Although if you looked at the game, you did see sliders here and here, so that's interesting. And I think he can be okay. His last game is just more interesting to me because he went with the sliders more, took it through, didn't throw the fastball as much, and got more strikeouts. The swing strike percentage makes sense. So if you continue to get whiffs, the hard hit rates and stuff aren't going to be that much of an issue. We'll have to see though, but definitely something a little interesting there. I wouldn't really be necessarily buying. I mean, look at the slider horizontal. Look at this movement on the slider. Anyway, that's pretty crazy. The four seam's breaking horizontally, not vertically, which means you're not going to get whiffs. You're playing for more so weak contact. So, like I'd be interesting to see how that goes. All right. I apologize. I didn't get to look at him until literally right now. Not a ton happening there. If he keeps throwing the slider over 40%, then I'm interested. And I'd like to see how his numbers do the next few games with that. So until we see that happening, really, I don't think he's someone to buy into, just kind of like a streamer. I just want to check out this curveball slider or whatever. I mean, they can't seem to figure out what they want to call it, but oh yeah. Oof. That's nasty. Love it. Really good pitch. We got to see if he just ups the usage, lowers that four seam a little bit. Because it looks like the four seam again doesn't have much vertical. Let's check out this pitch here from him. Yeah, that's horizontally moving. Still good though. I feel like it could be pretty good. He throws it a decent, 95 miles an hour. So, yeah, streaming for right now, but keep an eye on him. Check out that pitch mix his next start. Maybe if he does go slider heavy again and pitches well, jump all over him. But until then, I feel like you could just, drop him if you really need to for a streamer. So, yeah. All right, so that does it. Again, reiterate today, Gonsolin, Lester, Brubaker, Hauser for tomorrow, Stripling, Sandoval, and Anderson. I hope I didn't embarrass myself too much with that dance. Thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe if you really want to support us. And, I'll see you all Monday morning. And, all right, have a good weekend, guys. Talk to you later.